What's up, everybody? This is your buddy Big Money for Eternity, and I would like to welcome you this morning to another episode of I Could Not Make This Up If I Wanted to. And in today's story, hold on just one second. In today's story, it's a little bit scary, so you might want to debate on whether or not the kids can watch this or not. Because in today's story, I'm going to share with you the day that I went on my first ghost hunt. This was back in 2002. We lived out in Colorado. And I had read online that there was a road out in not far from my house, like in Colorado Springs, that was haunted, and it had like 3 different tunnels on it that were haunted. Well, my father and I told him that I really wanted to go because I'd heard all these stories about it and wanted to see if it was true. So he told me to go get ready, and we go out, we hop in the car, we get ready to go down. We get ready to go. So we start traveling, and maybe about 20 minutes later we get to the road we're supposed to be on. That's said to be haunted. It's called Gold Camp Road. And there's lots of articles on it online, so if you Google it, you'll find it. And the story goes that the tunnels that were built on this road were haunted by the workers who built them, because there's 3 different tunnels on the road. There's 2 of them that are accessible, but then when they finished the first 2, but then when the workers went to work on the 3rd one, it collapsed. And it trapped all the workers inside and killed them all. And it's said that all 3 tunnels are haunted by these workers that built the tunnels. So we get to the first tunnel. I get out, and I take my little disposable camera, which I don't have any idea what I did with it because I can't find it anywhere. I take my little disposable camera, start snapping some photos. And then I walk around, look around a little bit, because you could actually get out of the car in these tunnels and walk around in them. So we get out and we walk around a little bit, and didn't really feel anything or see anything the first time around. So we go back and we get in the car and we move on to the next tunnel. So we get to the next tunnel, we go in, I get out, snap some photos, walk around a little bit, and then as we're walking to the end of the second tunnel, I hear this whoosh, and I look, and a rock had flown past my head and landed on the ground in front of me. I said, "Dad, did you throw that rock?" He says, "No." And I don't know where that rock came from, because we were the only 2 in the tunnel. And I swear, guys, I am totally not making this up. So then we decide to go back to the car. Well, one of the other things that's said to happen, one of the things that's said to happen in these tunnels is that you'll look at the car that you're traveling in, and there will be handprints all over the car. So we get back to the car, and I look, and there's handprints everywhere. Like somebody just took their hand and just started slapping the car. I go, Dad, look, and we just, like, I freaked out because I was like, oh my God, you know, because it was one of those things that's said to happen in these tunnels. So we get back in the car like super quick, and we go outside. We go out of the second tunnel, and we get to the third. Well, since the third tunnel is collapsed, I couldn't go in it, but there was like a small hole there where visitors could go up, where people could go up and they could look inside it, because you couldn't really get in, you could just look inside it. So my dad takes my camera and he goes down to snap some photos for me. And again, I have no idea what these photos are, so unfortunately I won't be able to upload them on any of my social media pages to show them to you. But he goes down to the third tunnel to go down and snap some photos. So I'm just sitting there and I'm looking around at the scenery a little bit while he's down there. And the next thing I know, I look back and my dad, he is racing back toward me. And his eyes are like this. His eyes are this big. I said, Dad, what's wrong? He goes, we got to get out of here. I said, why? He says, I looked in that tunnel, and he goes, there's somebody in there. He said there was somebody in there, because he said they looked at me, and he said they started running at me like they were going to try to come chase me out. So we race back to the car. We get back in the car. We start the car. We do a U-turn, and we just bail off the road. So then the second place we went to two places that day. The second place we went to a place called Helen Hunt Falls, which is a beautiful waterfall. And it's said to be named after the woman he used to visit, who is buried there. And her grave is said to be buried at the top of the falls. And every once in a while, people were supposed to be able to see her standing at the top of the falls looking down at them. Well, we didn't see her. We didn't actually see her that day. We went down to the falls and just looked around, and there's staircases you can take. There's a staircase you can take to the top of the falls that where her grave is. You can go up and look at her headstone and all that stuff. So we stayed there for a few minutes just to kind of rest and, you know, enjoy the falls and stuff. It's really pretty there. And after a few minutes, we decide that we're going to go back to the car to leave to go home. So actually, I decided that I wanted to look around a little bit more. So we looked around the falls a little bit more before that. But then it got to be a little bit late. It started to get toward like dinner time, so we're going to go back to the car. Well, we get back to the car, and my dad goes to get the key out to unlock the door. So he puts the key in, and again, guys, I swear, I'm not making this up. He puts the key in, he unlocks the car, pulls the key out, and just as he's about ready to open the door to get me to get ready to put me in the car door re-locks itself. And again, swear to God, not making this up, you guys, the car door re-locked itself. So we just kind of stood there for a second. We're looking at each other like, oh my God, our car is haunted now, you know. So he unlocks the car door again. He's able to get it open this time. And he gets me loaded up, gets my chair loaded up, he gets in the car, we head home. So that was one of the scariest adventures I had ever been on. That was my first ghost hunt. I mean, in some ways it was kind of fun, but in other ways, to know that they're like at the first one at the Gold Camp Road, knowing that there's actually one of the workers tried to chase my father. One of the ghosts tried to chase my father out of that place. That was scary. And then that rock going past my head. Oh, I still remember that like it was yesterday. I thought it came this close to hitting me. And I thought for sure, because we looked around to see who it was that might have thrown that rock, because it looked like it came from up above and then came down past my head and landed on the ground in front of me. So we looked up, and there's nobody there. And so then we go to that other tunnel, the third one, and for my father to say that he saw a man in there who he says spotted him and started to come after him to get him to chase him. That's I have no doubts about that at all in my mind at all. If he says it happened, I believe him. But that was one of the other most. That was the most scariest trip I have ever been on. And I mean, I'd do it again. Don't get me wrong, because I'm crazy like that. But to know that I actually had experiences there, because usually people go on these things and they don't. But to know that I had 3 experiences in a row at both places we visited, that was absolutely the freakiest thing I have ever seen in my life, and it was really so scary, just so scary. So anyway, guys, that's my story for today. I do have an announcement coming tomorrow on the vlog, so if you want to find out what it is, make sure you tune in. It's concerning this weekend, but I'll let you guys know in tomorrow's vlog. If you liked this vlog, however, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe to my channel, there's that little red button down below you can hit. As always, you guys have an excellent day, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Take care.